Right then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to the Austrian Grand Prix here in Tier 1. That's right, we're here in Austria, Spielberg, in the deep, deep forests of the rolling hills of Austria, and we are ready for another race to get going here in Tier 1. We've already got drivers coming out on track. It's going to be the Mercedes, I believe. Oh no, it's an Aston Martin even. We've got the Aston Martin out on track. That'll be door-to-door, I would believe. Indeed it is. Yeah, door-to-door, out on track. Closely followed by, that's going to be Deathlink, not Striker Boy, in that Mercedes. These two out on track already. Outlaps coming in early. We're also going to have, I believe that's going to be... Is it Igor that's out on track then already? No, so who is it then? Because it's not... Oh, it is Jacob. I managed to skip over him completely. But yeah, Jacob out on track, ready to get going. So it's going to be, by the looks of things, door-to-door in that Aston Martin that is going to get to the line first and foremost to start his flying lap. We've seen some good racing already here at Austria from Tier 3 and from Tier 2. So expect some high quality here from Tier 1. These guys, the fastest of the bunch. So I would expect to see some hefty lap times coming in from these guys now. So get ready, here we go. The first 3 drivers have now started their qualifying laps. They are on those laps now. They are on the move. They are shuffling. Here we go, door to door. He's coming around turn 3. Down into turn 4. We've got a yellow flag at turn 1, as I believe that might be, is that Eck that has spun coming out the pit lane? Yes, it will be. We'll go back to door as he now comes through the winding sector 2. Turn 5 and turn 6, that'll be an invalidated lap, indeed it is. We will hop on board with Deathlink, who is just behind him. Let's see what Deathlink can do through here. Oh, he loses the car a bit. That would have cost him quite a significant amount of time. Yellow flags as door-to-door gets out of the way. I'm assuming he is going to go for another lap, although he's not going to have a lot of battery left. A lot of time spent on throttle round here in Austria. So expect that the drivers will have slightly less battery if they go for a second run. Definitely goes to the top of the times with a 1:05.9. Jacob, I expect, will top that. Indeed he does. A 1:05.1 from Jacob. That's a very healthy lap time. I believe next to the line is going to be Igor. He is on his lap now. The Ferrari boys historically extremely close to each other, so we'll wait and see what happens now as Igor crosses the line, and it's a 1:05.30 for another close one there, as MKL has spun into the gravel on the exit of turn 6. Yes, turn 6. As RD Gamer in the Alfa Romeo does a 1:05.632. Striker Boy comes in with a 1:05.707. Deathlink has done a 1:05.987, and Pockets has gone and put himself P3 with a 1:05.429. More lap times coming in. Edgin goes fastest. Oh wow, what a lap. 7 tenths, 8 tenths faster than Jacob. Edgin with a 1:04.356. He's unlocked something around here, I am telling you. He's given his teammate Raid the tow. Here we go. This is clearly the strategy from Alpine. Give him the tow. He's gotten out of the way. That would have gained a lot of time there. As door-to-door does a 1:07.5, but that was on used tyres and less energy. MKL's done a 1:31, except I expect he's going again, and Eck has done a 1:37.1. He will also be going again. So now Raid, the only man, he's the furthest up on a lap. So we'll see what happens here. Keeps it within the lines very nicely. Keeps it, yeah, very nicely done through there from Raid. Edging just following him, possibly to give some feedback as they get to the end of the lap. Edging will come into the pit lane, as indeed he does. Raid comes round, he's onto the start-finish straight. What time is it going to be for Raid? It's fourth, a 1:05.402. A very nice lap time for Raid, putting himself in the fight for the first 2 rows on the grid. MKL is now coming to the line. He has improved significantly. That isn't going to be too bad a lap time. It's a 105.462, splitting the Alfa Romeos. However, Scraffy is on an outlap. Here we go. Scraffy, he's been historically quick so far. We'll wait and see what he can do today as he comes round to start his flying lap in just 2 corners time. He is going to be hustling along in that Red Bull. Here we go, let's see what he can do. In fact, we're going to take this lap from the onboard. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, look at this. This is just brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Oh, snap on exit there. Look at the gears are so high that are being used around here. Just to be able to get the traction down when you need to. So yeah, the gears are incredibly high. And Scraffy, it says he's set the fastest sector 1, but it's not necessarily been the cleanest of laps. Coming down now to turn 4. Turn 5, then turn 6 coming up next. Nicely within the track limits. 7 and 8, fast chicane, very fast chicane I should say. An old enemy has retired in the pit lane. Oh, he runs very wide, doesn't get an invalidation. We'll wait and see what time it is. It won't be edging. It's a 104.776, however I expect he lost a lot of time going over the curbs and then going and when he had that wiggle coming out of turn 1. So we'll wait and see what he can do for the rest of this race. I'm quickly just going to, I know it's gone weird, I'm just changing my output so that you guys get a little bit of a better picture, because at the moment it is not the best, and I'm sure you'd like to have a little bit more quality. There we go. Right, we got Igor is on a flying lap as he comes through this fast chicane. Oh, just keeping it within the lines there. That was beautiful. Beautifully done there from Igor. Comes into the final 2 corners, keeps it within the white lines, unlike Scraffy on his previous lap. Igor now coming to the line. I expected a fine time. The question is, how much is it? It's a 104.961. Another driver into the 104s. We got yellow flags. I believe that was someone getting out of the way rather than an actual yellow flag situation. Is that Pockets on an outlap, but it's RD Gamer on a flying lap. RD Gamer, is he on a flying lap? No, it's done the thing where it tells me that he's on a flying lap too early. So he hasn't set another lap time yet. That is his first lap time that we're seeing there, not his new lap time. For some reason the outlap thing disappearing far earlier than it needs to, because it's currently saying the Striker Boy's on a flying lap, but he ain't. Look at that, he's definitely not. 3-minute 30 lap time. Yeah, no. Oh, is that going to have been a this and next for Striker Boy? No, it looks like he's managed to get away with it. Lucky. Normally I get hit with a this and next when I do that. Door to door. Has he actually genuinely lost 2 seconds? Or has he come out the pit lane? No, because it doesn't say he's on an outlap, so door to door has genuinely lost all of that time. Which obviously he won't have wanted to. Not ideal for him. As RD Gamer comes through door, I think it's door to door ahead. No, it's not, it's MKL. Oh, it's MKL. That's interesting. MKL doing a lot of weaving, and RD Gamer has backed out of his lap, actually. He's backed out quite a lot. And now they're both going to be starting their laps right behind each other. What? Oh no. Yes? I'm so confused by what's happening right now. MKL is on brand new tyres. RD Gamer has completely messed up turn 1. So he's going to have to wait for his 3rd run to be able to put in a meaningful lap time. Or are Alfa Romeo giga chatting? No, they're not. They aren't using the tow, which actually probably would have been really beneficial. But oh well. That's a them problem. They can debrief on that later. I'm not going to comment on it now. Scraffy coming to the line to start his flying lap. Let's see what he can do. And I believe that was, yeah, Jacob, the Ferrari of Jacob, starting his flying lap as well. He's just down the road from Scraffy, so we'll keep an eye on both of these guys as they come through. We'll quickly switch away to go to MKL, who's currently 3/10 up on his time. That would find him a nice... In fact, that would put him, what, 4th at the moment? Just. Let's see, how much time has he managed to carry? It's a 4! It's a 4 from MKL, 104.995. Very, very tasty lap for him. As I believe that is Deathlink that's just crossed the line. He didn't improve though. I think he's now on a lap. Oh no, he's not opened his DRS, so he just didn't improve. Who is that? That's Raid on an outlap and one of the Williams cars. But for now, we will hop on board. Scraffy's backed out of his lap. Jacob hasn't. Let's see what Jacob can do. That's an invalidation. He was only about a half a tenth up, but we'll see what it would have been. It would have been a 105.0, so it wouldn't have moved him up a position. But it would have taken him a little bit closer. Scraffy now to start his actual flying lap. Although it's not registered him as having started a new lap. And, oh, have we got problems here? Hold on, ladies and gents. I think we might have some problems here. It says that Edgen's left the session, and that always causes a mess. Okay, we're going to wait and see. It says that Edgen has left the session, which historically has caused some problems. So I'm just going to wait and see if he says anything in Tier 1 chat. I doubt we'll be getting a restart. But that's a really... Why is there a yellow flag showing there? Like, they're not going exceedingly slowly. Scraffy is? Has Scraffy backed out of a second lap as well? Yeah, he has. He's coming into the pit lane. Oh, and he spun on his way into the pit lane. That's one you don't see every day. He's got time to do a final run, and he needs it. And Edgen probably quite wants to rejoin, because I expect he'd quite like to get a final run in as well. So, hello. Raid, who I wasn't even watching, goes third with a 104.920. That puts third, fourth and fifth within 700ths of each other. That is very, very close. Doesn't look like we're going to be getting a restart at the moment. Striker Boy, with that 105.2, is still ahead of both of the Alfa Romeos, who are... Pockets is now on an outlap, so I expect he'll have enough fuel in the tank to double if he needs to. Raid is on an in-lap. He'll have enough time to go back out and do another lap, so that won't be a problem for him. Raid comes into the pit lane, and almost simultaneously Pockets starts his final flying lap. I would expect. I doubt he'll have enough time to get back out again, so it will be his final flying lap. There we go. Pocket's making nice progress. He's got Scraffy on an outlap behind him, which definitely won't be in any way off-putting. Let's see what the difference is as Pockets comes through the timing split. It's a 10th up, which at the moment... Oh no, a 10th and a bit, which would almost find him a place, but at the moment not quite. He needs to find a little bit more time through the final two corners. Let's see, as he comes through those final two corners now, it isn't going to be a shabby lap. It's going to be a 105.264. He doesn't quite find the position he lost a little bit more time through those final 2 corners rather than gaining, unfortunately for him. Scraffy behind has started his final flying lap of the session. If Edgin wants to get a final flying lap of the session, and he'll need to go sooner rather than later. So let's hope that he can rejoin the session. Here we go. We're going to stay on board with Scraffy. Let's see what the split is as he goes through the middle sector. Edgin might lose pole just on the fact that he's not here, which would be vastly annoying for him. Scraffy is about half a tenth down on his best lap time. But he is persevering with the lap. I think he knows that there's time to be found. Yellow's in sector 1, it's just someone letting someone by. Here we go, Scraffy now. Oh, he's gone very wide again, but not picked up an invalidation from it. He finds half a tenth, a quarter of a tenth even. So that isn't going to be enough. He could get to the line again, but I don't think it would be beneficial. He might just be doing a double push lap here, actually, which would be an interesting strategy. Raid is now onto his final flying lap. He only needs 0.2 of a second, and he's invalidated. He's got enough time to get back round, but it's going to need to be kind of like a half push lap to get there, which is why he's still got that DRS open. So he is still going to have to hustle it to get it to the line, but it's not going to be a full push lap of hustling. It's just going to be enough to get him to that line. That's all he needs. Yellow's in sector 2 as MKL on an outlap lets past Raid, who is on a warm-up lap rather than an outlap, having invalidated through turn 1. Right, so we've got a lot of people now on laps. I'm trying to track who's coming to the line and who isn't. Scraffy is starting a new flying lap. Or has he kept it within track limits and tried to find that time back? No, he's starting a new flying lap now, I think. He's 0.2. 0.2 down, so that was still a push lap. Yeah, he's not on a flying lap. He's not using his DRS. So he's not on a flying lap. RD Gamer is about to come onto his. Pockets has started his. Raid has started his second attempt at a flying lap, I believe. Yes, he has. And with 20 seconds to go, the Mercedes boys are going to be cutting it a little bit fine, but they should both get there. It's going to be pretty close for Deathlink. He's going to need to get a little bit of a huff on. No, he'll make it, but it's going to be with about 3 seconds to spare. He crosses the line. Yeah, it was very close there. So the checkered flag is now out. The next car to cross the finish line will be the first car to finish qualifying. Let's see what we get as Raid comes through. Who's the first man who's going to finish his flying lap? It's Pockets. Oh, he's 2 seconds down though. Oh, it's not been a lap for Pockets. He has unfortunately not been able to find the time. Raid is currently a 10th down on his best time as well. He hasn't improved. And he weirdly slowed down over the line. Okay. MKL finds time. He puts himself ahead of Raid. A 104.772. He almost took P2 off of Scraffy as well. That would have been immense. Striker Boy, he is over a second down on his best time. He's 4 seconds down on his best time. In fact, I think both of the Mercedes cars have backed out of their laps. Yes, they have. So neither of the Mercedes cars will improve, which means that it's only RD Gamer, who's currently 7 seconds down on his best time. So that is going to be everything for qualifying. Ladies and gentlemen, that is that. We've just got to wait for the 2 Mercedes cars to cross the finish line. I hope they both cross the finish line rather than going into the pits, because it vastly annoys me when people do that. Oh, Deathlink. You know that it's annoying. You're a commentator. Why would you do this to me? Right, so ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to read it out now because I need to take a quick break to go and get a drink before the race starts. So P1 is edging with Scraffy in second. MKL is in third. A very good result for the AlphaTauri man. Raid is in fourth. The Alpines 1 and 4. Igor and Jacob are 5th and 7th, split by the Mercedes of Striker Boy. Then it's Deathlink, red, silver from P5 to P8. P9 is Pockets in the Alfa Romeo machine, with Eck in the Williams in P10, rounding out the top 10 places. Alfa Romeos split by the Williams. P11 is RD Gamer, an old enemy in the McLaren coming 13th. And I can't remember who else was here who came 12th. We'll see the results, shall we, and then we'll work it out. Door to door, of course, in the Aston Martin. So I will be back in just a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go and get myself a drink before we start the race, because I can feel that my mouth is very dry and I don't want to lose my voice. So I'll be back in just a minute. Oh, damn it. Right, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I missed the start here, but here we go. Edgin now in 5th. He's lost a few positions off the start. MKL, Raid, Scraffy, and Igor have stayed in their positions as Edgin loses a couple more. Has he got damage or something? He doesn't even look like he's got damage, but he's lost another position to Deathlink in the Mercedes. The Mercedes boys have made a lovely start compared to the Ferraris. DRC Jacob has also had problems as he has lost some places. An old enemy has made 2. Pockets is down to the back of the field from a starting position of 9th. Eck has made 2 positions up to 10th. So let's go. There we go. That's all the positions that people have made and lost. Edgin and Jacob drawn at the moment with 5 losses. Edgin loses another down to 6. Is he on a... What is... How? You know, he's on the hard tyre compared to some others, but he's losing a lot of time. That's really weird. Okay. Don't know what's happening there. As Pockets gets past DRC Jacob as well. And an old enemy. Almost. Not quite. Not a good start for Edgin or for Jacob in the Ferrari. Both of those guys losing positions off the start, which is not what they would have wanted. Edgin now down into 7th with both the Mercedes ahead of him. At the moment, Scraffy has over a second's lead on MKL, who in that AlphaTauri is making a very, very good showing at the moment. And he really needed this after last week. Of course, he did come back to a decent points position. So he really needs to be on this podium as regularly as possible with the title fight as close as it is. Raid managing to stick with these guys just about. He's dropping out of turn 1, dropping back, but he's got the DRS, which MKL crucially does not. So he'll gain back most of that time in the straight line. Edgin getting past Striker Boy, using his ERS to get past. He's doing the alternate strategy. From hard to medium, he's gone way too deep into turn 3 though. Had to go onto the runoff, lost himself a lot of time there. Residing Gamer gets past Air, I believe. Oh, there, I'm a little bit distracted. It would be great if we could get a camera angle of it. There we go. it just wanted me to see the inside of RD Gamer's Halo for some reason. Around the outside, this would be an interesting move. Oh, there's a little bit of contact. Eck manages to hold it. But I think there was enough space left. Door to Door has made himself a little bit of a contender here. He's up into the points paying positions after starting in 12th. Does he manage to get past Eck around the outside here? That would really be something, and he gets it done. What a move from Door to Door on those hard tyres. That was impressive, the amount of grip he's managed to get out of those. Edgin now going for the move up the inside of Striker Boy into turn 1. Is he going to get this one done instead? No, he doesn't get that one done either. In fact, he takes too much curb and loses the car. Edgin seeming a little bit frustrated here as Eck gets back past Door to Door, who clearly hasn't had a good run through turn 2. As an old enemy in the McLaren who's also going to get him and move himself up into 10th position. Oh, there's a little bit of a nudge. Oh, an old enemy manages to hold it. I'll tell you who doesn't. Eck. Eck gets forced off the track. I believe that was a concertina effect there. There's nothing an old enemy can do. Door to Door was the man who nudged, unfortunately. As now it's getting all a little bit tasty back here. I'm going to keep on watching this battle. I can see that there's a battle forming up ahead. MKL, Raid and Igor. So if that gets any closer, I'll keep an eye on it. These guys are literally separated by centimetres at the moment. So we're going to watch this for a little bit longer. Does Eck maybe have some damage? He's losing a little bit of time. Oh no, he's gaining some of it back. I think he's okay. Scraffy now with a 2.5 second lead, pretty much. He is hustling on. He is just doing his thing, hitting his marks, and making it work for him right now, which is obviously exactly what he needs to do. Sorry, I'll be back in a second. I'm just turning up my microphone a bit, so you should be able to hear me a little bit better over the game, because I think we were relatively equal, which means you can't hear me great. Right, there we go. This should be much better now. You should be able to hear me over the game, which is what you want, not the other way around. So here we go. Edgin, does he manage to get past around the outside of Striker Boy? Yes, he does. Deathlink even. Sorry, the other way around. Deathlink on those softs though, those would have started to die already, I would expect, especially around a track like this. Quite a lot of tyre wear, just due to the high speed nature of the corners. It takes quite a lot out of your tyres to do a lap right here. As Raid is almost a second away from MKL, he's managing to just about hold it, but it is only just as Edgin gets past Striker Boy as well. Edgin now making some moves. Oh! As Deathlink spins to the inside, he manages to hold it. He's going to recover. He'll still be in the top 10. Not by the end of this straight, he won't. He's going to get swallowed up by quite a few guys here. As Door to Door finds himself back in 12th again. And RD Gamer and Pockets are now both into the top 10. And an old enemy is 7th from 13th. That is a brilliant performance so far from the McLaren driver, who at the moment has scant few points. There's not many for an old enemy at the moment, so I expect he'll be very happy to see these points coming his way. He's currently got 5 points, so this would 1, 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. No, that can't be right. 25, 18, 15, 12, 10, 8, 6. Oh, I missed 6, of course. So this would double his points tally for an old enemy at the moment if he finished it. Sorry that you just had to listen to my brain attempt to combust whilst I did maths. Raid having managed to close that gap a little bit more this time compared to last lap, and RD Gamer is in the DRS of an old enemy. I expect the strategy here will be to let Pockets catch up. Although he is just bringing a train of cars with him at the moment. As Igor gets past Raid going into turn 4, I think this might actually be good for Raid. I think Igor might have a little bit more pace. Igor even goes far too deep. There's a little bit of contact. I think they both get away with it. They're going to be side by side coming into this fast left-hander. Raid is going to let Igor have that position. I think Raid playing a little bit of a longer tactical game here, rather than being too worried about the fact that Igor has moved past now. You know, there's still a lot of this race left. They've lost a lot of time to MKL though. So is that going to work against them actually? Eck picks up a 3-second time penalty at the moment. That would drop him to the back of the field. But obviously, as I said, we are in the A-Max. So we have got a different way to go. As now Raid and Edgin are back together. Well, not quite. Edgin is, 2 and a bit seconds down the road. Deathlink comes into the pit lane. It'll be interesting to see what tyres he puts on. He puts on the hards. Door to Door has picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. You'll see a few more of those coming, I should expect. As Door to Door now loses out on a position to DRC. Jacob, Door to Door feints to the inside, doesn't make that move. He stays behind for now. And Igor and Raid haven't made any time on MKL this lap. Which is a major problem, because that is probably what they were aiming to do when they moved into this position, or at least it's what Igor was aiming to do, was to make some progress towards MKL in that AlphaTauri, and at the moment they are not doing it. Made about a 10th that lap, but it's still 1.4 seconds. It just expands on the straights. I think MKL possibly running a lower downforce setup. The gap is now 2 seconds to Edgin. He made 3 and a bit tenths that lap towards these guys ahead. He is pushing on to try and close that gap. An old enemy almost into, he is in the DRS actually, off Striker Boy. That's really good for an old enemy. On the ultimate strategy, this race could really come to him. A little bit later on. He's managing to comfortably stay ahead of RD Gamer, who is comfortably ahead of Pockets, who's comfortably ahead of Egg, who then has a train of cars that he's going to lose positions to. So yeah. This is turning into a very, very good race. I mean, the man at the front is off and away. Although he isn't running at his full pace, I wouldn't say at the moment. Yellow flags, who is it? Oh, it's Raid. Raid has lost it. Where? Where's he lost it? Oh, coming onto the start-finish straight. Raid has dropped it, and he can't move because of all these cars going past. So Raid is now 12th. Has he got a front wing still? Stop showing me these rubbish camera angles. Show me the normal camera angle. Why do you do this? Raid doesn't look like he's got any damage on the car, but that has made a significant impact on his race. Edgin now P4. Igor has lost some time there as Jacob gets past Eck. Does he? Jacob doesn't have the DRS, so Eck will go back past into turn 4 unless Jacob uses his battery. If he does, is he going to hang it around the outside of turn 4? Is he going to go, oh, goes for the switchback, cuts off Door to Door. And he doesn't make that move stick. Edgin now 1.2 seconds off the back, 1.1 seconds off the back of Igor up ahead, with Striker Boy 4 seconds back, and that gap to MKL has extended a little bit more as Eck goes round. He's lost his whole front wing. He's still in the race. Is it a full safety car? It's a full safety car. Oh, can they take hards? 26. It would be about 24 laps to the end. I reckon they could make that. So I reckon we're about to see a lot of the medium runners come into the pits. And as I say that, Jacob comes into the pit straight away. It's going to be brand new hard tyres for Jacob. It's going to be brand new hard tyres for everyone who is currently out on track. As Raid comes into the pits and puts on mediums, those will be interesting to try and get to the end. As I expect, we're going to see Scraffy in the pits, MKL in the pits, Igor feints to stay out, but I expect he'll come in. No, he doesn't. Igor stays out, Edgin stays out, Striker Boy is in, he's on the hard, that makes sense. An old enemy stays out, RD Gamer comes in, Pockets will come in, he's trying to leave enough gap, so that's why he's taking it a little bit easy. He's leaving enough gap that he's not going to lose out by having the cursed weight on the double stack. doesn't get held up at all, but he obviously will have lost the time from having to wait. So Scraffy is now out into 4th on brand new hard tyres. Compared to the guys ahead who are all on 11 lap old hard tyres. So it'll be interesting to see what can come from that. We're going to have another lap, or possibly 2 though on the safety car, as of yet. So yeah, not in this lap, the lights are still on, we've got to wait for Egg to catch up, and Pockets indefinitely. Pockets carefully bringing in those tyres, he's not catching up too much, he's being careful through the corner so he doesn't get too much wear into them. Here we go, so they have now caught up, so we're now just waiting on Eck on his hard tyres to catch up to the pack. Eck, the man who caused the safety car by losing his front wing. And is now catching back up to the pack. Ready to get going once the safety car restarts, which I expect will be at the end of this lap. We'll wait and see. He's now only 5 seconds off the back of the pack. And catching rapidly. So yes, I expect we will see him as Eck. Why does Eck need an invite? Oh, is he on AI? Is he not actually driving? Or am I very confused? I can't give him an invite. Can I? Right, hold on, I need to, There we go, I've invited Eck. Safety car is in this lap. Eck should be able to rejoin the lobby using that link. Which is really what he needs. So the safety car is in this lap, and the safety car has been released. XAI has just overtaken 3 people, and isn't giving 2 people even, and hasn't given either of those positions back. Well, that's going to cause a problem. I'm not sure how he's managed to do that. As Scraffy goes past an old enemy, was that before the line? Because if so, Scraffy could be in for some problems here. Scraffy now looking to get past Edgin. Edgin spins. Was there contact there? Was there contact? Edgin's going to drop all the way to the back of the field. And by quite a way. Oh, Edgin, that's just not what Edgin needed. Scraffy already on the move to catch up to Igor, who is currently leading the way. An old enemy into 3rd now. He's still got to box. So I doubt it will stay this good for this long, because there's only going to be 1 driver behind him that still has to box. So he's going to lose out on a lot of positions here as Deathlink has gone around. He rejoins and keeps going, but he's now in 13th. But I tell you what, if these guys are planning on taking their hards to the end, then if there's another safety car in about 10 laps time, well, 6 laps time, then there's a possibility that they'd be able to get a free pit stop, which would work nicely for an old enemy. It's what he needs. As Raid gets past DRC, Jacob indeed he does, on those new medium tyres. Scraffy is now just 5/10 off the back. DRC Igor. I expect to see a move for P1 coming up before too much longer. Have we had DRS enabled? Yes we have, so it must have been this lap. It's actually in such a new fastest lap. But here comes Scraffy. Are we going to see a late move into... Oh man, I thought he was far later on the brakes. I thought he was catching up to Igor far quicker. I thought he'd missed his braking zone completely. But he hasn't. Deathlink picking up a time penalty. Striker Boy getting past RD Gamer. Does he stay ahead? Yes he does. An old enemy is lost out to MKL and is going to lose out more due to the tyre difference. Pockets getting past Jacob, or does he? Pockets fights back into the braking zone. DRC Jacob goes way deep. Pockets gets the switchback. Move done. And Pockets goes ahead of Jacob in the Ferrari. Lots of drivers who we normally see doing very, very well, making some rather significant mistakes at the moment. This is obviously not what any of them want or need. As Door to Door picks up another 3-second time penalty, that's going to be 6 now for Door to Door. That is not what we want at all. Striker Boy gets past Door to Door now, up into 5th. Oh, there's big contact with Door to Door. He's done that again as Ek picks up a 3-second time penalty and goes off the track. Oh, there's chaos back here. RD Gamer's out. How has that happened? Where's he gone? I can't even see him. And it's another full safety car. Surely, anyone who hasn't boxed yet now comes into the pit lane and takes advantage of it. They'll still be last is the problem. And because everyone's so close, there will be drivers that they can get back to full speed. They can get back to full speed quite quickly. So an old enemy into the pit lane. Scraffy is coming to the pits as well for a brand new set of mediums. These guys have all got spare sets of mediums, and actually a lot of drivers are coming to the pit lane. Oh, so here we go. So an old enemy isn't actually going to lose too much ground. He's going to come out in 5th position. However, Deathlink, who's currently in the who's currently on 10 lap old hards, didn't box at all. Edging the last man into the pit lane. Ek the last man into the pit lane. Deathlink catches up to the safety car. Oh, hello. Scraffy almost got him there, but he didn't, which is good. So, just the one retirement in RD Gamer so far. I'm not sure how that one particularly came about. Still under the full safety car at the moment. Still behind the safety car at the moment as 3 more people pit. They're going to go to the back of the field. Ek retires in the pit lane. He's decided that enough is enough. He doesn't want to continue in this race, so he's done for now. Raid boxes on to less worn mediums, only 7 laps on those ones. Ek is going to come back out on track, but it's fine. He'll park up somewhere and not affect the affect the running in any way I shouldn't expect. So I don't expect safety car. Safety car might be in this lap. We'll wait and see. X AI will pull up somewhere and just remove itself from the race, as it has done. As you can see, it stopped moving. But Ray and Jacob now catching up to the back of the pack rapidly. They're about to get there, at which point I expect the safety car will be in at the end of this lap. And it is safety car in this lap. Deathlink leads the field to this safety car restart. He's on old hards compared to everyone's new medium, so he's going to try and get the jump. We'll see how effectively he can do it. He hasn't gone yet. Hasn't gone yet. Hasn't gone yet. Hasn't gone yet. Scrub has joined. Hello, Scrub. As Deathlink goes, Scraffy goes. Scraffy's managed to react very quickly to that one, as I think Scrub might have just joined me in the whole.
I have indeed. I saw you were solo, so I thought I'd come and give you a hand commentating this.
Let me sum it up for you. Fucking chaos.
Ah, amazing.
Is essentially how it's
Perfect.
been.
Just what we like. Okay.
Basically, everyone has spun at some point. An old enemy started 13th, and basically through not spinning or crashing, he's now 5th.
Wonderful.
Deathlink,
Great news.
Deathlink didn't pit, so that's a him problem. Edgin started P1, was down to P5 on the first lap, then to P7, then P8, then made his way back up, then spun.
Cool.
Raid qualified 4th, was 3rd, then 4th, then spun. Jacob spun, Door-to-Door spun, Striker Boy spun, Pocket spun.
So the vibe I'm getting is it's been Spinala all over the place.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Wicked. That's what I don't like to
gets
see.
Past
Deathlink.
okay. Deathlink on those old tyres. They're just not working for him. Is he going to out? He goes off track, but I think he was forced out. Oh, and he spins. And are these going to be DNFs? No, they all hold it. Raid goes as well. Everyone spins. Synchronized spinning. And an old enemy went as well. Where was an old enemy in all of that? What? He wasn't being overtaken. He was directly behind.
I'm not sure exactly. I think he just got collected by the synchronized spinning that happened.
And Deathlink even, sorry.
Oh, looks like Doors almost just got into the rear end of Pockets up in P6 and P5 though.
Yeah, Door-to-Door
down
has
into
had
turn 4.
Door-to-Door has had a couple of Punterino moments into turn 3. So
okay. But it does look like Scraffy is running away with it as usual.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
he had about a 5-second gap before the first safety car came out.
Cool.
A gap which got up to 5 seconds, then essentially stayed there. He was managing pace rather than pushing like crazy. As Deathlink has spun again on his old tyres, those are going to be some pretty warm hards at this point. Yeah, they're going to be difficult to drive on. As Door-to-Door picks up another 3-second time penalty, that totals him with 9 as it stands.
Oh, and Edgin just about to get past him into turn 3. Could he even get Pockets here as well? No. Oof, that's very tight.
And
beautiful move from Edgin though.
Door-to-Door gets the move. Door-to-Door gets the run. The traction is better for Door-to-Door.
He does.
But Edgin has
but I think
DRS.
He's still got the DRS.
I can't really tell. For some reason... Oh, it's contact. It all goes crazy. Deathlink retires in the pit lane. He is done for the day.
What on earth happened there? Striker Boy spinning.
Door-to-Door spins. No, Door-to-Door doesn't spin. Striker Boy spins. Very nicely.
Striker Boy
360
spins.
And goes back on track. But let's hope he doesn't get it in anyone's way. As I say that... No, he doesn't.
No.
Okay, nicely done.
Yeah, he's all good on that end, I believe.
Deathlink has come out of the pit lane even though he retired because for some reason the game does that. But it's fine. His car will pull over. It won't cause a safety car or anything. As Edgin makes his move... oh no, that's holding off Door-to-Door. I thought he was making a move on Pockets, but he isn't.
Still a long way to go in this race, though. Like 13 laps, anything could happen.
Yes, as has been proven so far.
Well, yeah, there is that.
We did 11 laps, then there was a safety car. Then the safety car ended, and then we did 7 laps, and there was another safety car. Third time lucky. Hopefully there won't be another safety car to the end of this race.
We will keep our fingers crossed, Ollie. We will keep our fingers crossed.
Just throw the cat amongst the pigeons if there was a safety car.
I mean, yeah. Well, Tier 3 just had one, and it was 1 lap of safety car and 2 laps of racing.
And I bet
so
as Edgin makes his move past Pockets,
mildly
gets that move done before
nice and clean.
T1.
Yeah.
I think Pockets smart enough to know that Edgin isn't his fight. If he can hold on to this DRS for a lap or so, that's what he needs.
Just drag him along a little bit.
Drag him along. Absolutely.
Keeps him in the fight. Keeps him probably a little bit. Keeps him away from door to door a little bit.
Yeah. No need to fight Edgin. Just try and stick with him.
When is there a point to fighting him though?
Well, yeah, unless you're Scraffy. But at this point, he won't have to worry about that.
No, well, I don't know. There's still time. Edgin could catch up and give Scraffy a run for his money. I've seen stranger things happen.
That's a valid point.
Just gonna keep an eye on door to door back here. He is within a few tenths of Pockets.
Yeah, Pockets already dropping out of that DRS. Just shows you some of the difference in raw pace between drivers. As Edgin goes fastest to 106.4, which is only 2 seconds slower than his qualifying lap. So that is some serious race pace being shown from Edgin right there. As we are on board with door to door, he's going to close in on Pockets, but it's not going to be enough to make a move into turn 3, or I expect into turn 4. But we'll wait and see.
I think we just keep an eye on Edgin at the minute, really, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely. He is moving on up, catching up to the back of MKL, one of the men who is in this title fight at the moment. MKL, Edgin and Scraffy, your top 3 as it stands. Unless I'm kidding myself, I don't think.
Oh, I don't think I saw that, but I think Edgin is now into the top 3, having passed MKL.
I missed it as well because I was looking at the standings. Whoops. So, oh my days! What an incredible move from Edgin to make it past on MKL
phenomenal.
into turn 1. Just Edgin threading the needle again. He does it every time. You know, standard commentator stuff. See, we covered it perfectly.
Yeah. We knew exactly what was happening. Now he just needs to catch up to Igor, and then on to Scraffy. There's 10 laps left.
Easy game.
Either we're going to get a very late safety car, or he's just going to pull all of this pace from nowhere, as he so often does.
At this point, Scraffy would go P1 in the championship.
Yep.
MKL would switch to P2, with Igor closing the gap a little bit and Edgin closing the gap a little bit. So it would be Scraffy, MKL, Igor, Edgin. I don't believe there'll be any changes in the constructors' standings. Yes, there would. Jacob would take just enough points to put Ferrari first in the constructors' standings ahead of Scuderia AlphaTauri. And actually, I think Scuderia AlphaTauri would get jumped by both. So it would be Ferrari, Red Bull, AlphaTauri leading in the constructors if it stays as it is, which it won't. Probably.
It won't. No, no. This is probably gonna come down to the wire, but yeah, I think this is. It's always been one of Edgin's favourite tracks. Pretty much guaranteed that he's gonna take this down to the wire, I reckon.
Yeah, hunting down Igor. tenths is the gap. He's gapped MKL by almost a second through sector 2, which is just nuts because it's only 3 corners.
3 corners can make all the difference at this track, though.
Especially when it's Edgin that's running away from you.
Yeah, exactly.
Here we go. DRS. He'll have this done easily, I would expect. Is that Raid spinning again? Yes, it is. Raid is spun again onto the start-finish straight. I'll switch back to Edgin because I expect we're about to see... Oh, we haven't. How did Jacob stay ahead? No. Edgin maybe running slightly higher... Hello?
Yeah, I think he braked mid-corner just to ensure he didn't hit Igor on the rear end.
Yeah, because I suddenly thought he lagged because it looked like his car jumped backwards, but no, he just let off a bit.
Yeah, just a smidge, just to ensure he doesn't break his competitor's rear wing. Now then, we go around for another go. He's going to have the DRS once again. The gap is down to 3 tenths now as we come into the final corner. Oh, 2.5.
I don't think Edgin will want to do it into turn 1 though, because he knows that. Oh,
no, he's just gonna get him done before turn 1.
Raid's out. It's a
full
safety car with
full safety car.
Softs to the end for everyone.
Softs, yeah, 100% softs to the end.
But I tell you what this does.
You called this. It brings the gap down. This puts
top 4 of the championship all on the same tyre in equal cars.
This could get spicy.
Track.
This is going to get spicy, Ollie.
Mother of God, this is about to get interesting. This is about to get interesting with a capital everything.
Yeah. Now, are we going to see anyone not pit and try and jump some of those that are pitting? I'm thinking maybe like a Pockets or a Jacob.
Possibly. I think Jacob on the hards knows it's not worth it. His tyres are going to be... He'll get passed in a straight line by people on softs, let alone in the corners. So I think Jacob will box. But maybe Pockets or door-to-door with all of his penalties might just decide to cause chaos.
Could be could be worth it for him.
Let's have a look. Does he come
so we've already got an old enemy on the.
There's loads of people that didn't pit. Scraffy's the only one of the top 4 who came into the pits but on softs. Oh, has Scraffy just made one of the largest strategy errors? He's gonna have what, maybe 4 laps? To make
4 laps, I reckon.
To make 5 positions. And these guys aren't going to let him through easy. Not at this stage of the race. So this would put Edgin. Oh man, like the maths is just so annoying.
Don't even attempt to do the maths right now. We'll do the math. We'll do the maths afterwards. We'll let Racing League Tools do the maths.
That's a valid point. That's got an algorithm.
That's what we've got it for. Exactly. It's what we have it for.
So we've got 4 cars that have boxed onto new softs and 5 cars that have stayed on their old mediums. So pretty much a perfect split, which is quite rare to see.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting.
It's generally a kind of all or none, rather than a kind of 50-50 split. As Raid says in the Tier 1 chat, I'm never driving a front wing setup again. So clearly it was the rear end that was causing him problems.
Yeah, 100%. No point.
So hopefully an old enemy will be able to make most of this 10 seconds this lap, so that we can get him away. He's made 4 seconds just coming up to turn, 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, he'll catch up by the time they're into the middle of sector 2, I would expect. Which means that we should get a safety car restart this lap, which leaves us with 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 5 laps of racing. So be prepared for it to get interesting. So, are we... Yes, we are. Safety car is in this lap. Safety car is in this lap. Edgin is leading the way. He hasn't gone already, has he? Oh, he has.
No, he's gone before. Yeah, he's just gone just before to the final corner.
6/10. MKL is going to get... Oh, I don't know if...
He's caught them absolutely napping.
Oh, I don't know if these guys want to fight each other right now. With Scraffy behind on new softs, I'd say their time would be better spent watching out for him, as Pockets is now up onto the podium positions out of nowhere.
Oh, Pockets!
Scraffy's already made one of the positions he needs to as he gets past...
big lock up from Igor.
As he gets past door to door. Scraffy is on the back of these guys already. He's still in 5th though, and door to door is almost alongside him. Go on, door. Go on, door. Just send it. Just send it. Just send it. Oh, he has. It's been thoroughly sent.
He sent it. He sent it. He's not pulled it off though. He's not stuck it.
No, but I mean anything to distract Scraffy, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, you're not wrong.
As Scraffy pushes MKL through turn 6 there. Now through 7 and 8. 9 and 10 to finish the lap coming up. And this is really what these guys
need. And Edgins was already pulled off a 1.4 gap to Igor.
Yeah, absolutely. As Jacob falls down the order a little bit, he's had some problems coming through the final sector. DRS will be enabled next time we cross the line. Yes? Or the time after that?
Yeah. Yes.
No, it'll be enabled
next time round. Next time round.
Yes. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We definitely know what we're talking about.
There's an old enemy.
We're really sorry.
Striker boy. Does he keep it? Oh, he's gone around the outside at 2. What a spicy move!
He's gone around the outside. Spicy move, but it's pushed Striker boy off the track and given him a 3-second penalty. I'm not sure what the stewards will have to say about that one.
Making a move on door to door as well. Where's this come from? From an old enemy?
Where? Those softs are coming alive for an old enemy right now. There's door to door. Oh, he's throwing around the inside. Oh, almost loses it himself.
An old enemy giving him enough room.
Scraffy's still pushing MKL through this final sector.
Are they going to go side by side? No, he knows he's going to lose too much. He's going to lose more time than if he just sits behind them. But this is exactly what Edgin wants. I mean, he's just roaring away with it now. Here we go. DRS is enabled. This is where things are going to get spicy, because Pockets is still going to have the DRS on Igor, which means that MKL probably won't be able to get past. Which means that
I'll tell you who we want to watch right now, an old enemy. Is he going to maybe try and send a good old DRS send on Scraffy? Coming into turn 3.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
Go on, why not?
There's MKL on the inside of Pockets.
Oh, he bumped
that is a
off.
tight move.
Pockets rejoins. It's another 3-second time penalty for door to door as he's got spun or something by someone.
Scraffy goes on the inside of Pockets. Yeah.
Pockets tries to hold it around the outside. It's not worked. And an old enemy has made the switch back on Pockets. An old enemy up into 5th position. This would double.
I mean, we said it was going to be spicy. This is
an old enemy, absolutely
extremely.
At the moment, and a spin
and
we've got
a yellow. Oh, Striker boy, what a shame.
Not a great race for the Mercedes. 1 out, 1 in 9th. Still scoring 2 points, but not in the way you would have wanted. As MKL is now out of a second on Igor. He has no DRS. I'll tell you who does. The Red Bull is Scraffy.
Oh, he does.
Behind him.
No, he does. He does. He's back in within 8 tenths. Yeah, he's back in just inside.
To desperately try and hold off Scraffy.
Yeah, and Igor's had a terrible turn 2 and has 0 ERS left. Is he going to put this move on?
Oh, MKL.
No, he thinks better of it.
I think MKL, he wasn't looking for a move there. He was simply defending. Oh, an old enemy spins. No.
Oh, no.
That's just the last thing I wanted to see. Oh, that's
All of that
so
work for
disappointing.
absolutely nothing.
Scruffy's
got a 3
Scruffy's
second.
got a 3 second. Surely he must have been put off the track in some way. Maybe he went for a gap that wasn't quite there, but that ends the race for Scruffy. Edgin is 4 seconds in the lead. He is just nailing it around here right now.
Scruffy still takes it on the inside of MKL.
Scruffy goes past.
Oh my god, that was...
Maybe he thinks there's still some tyre life left in that tyre, but at the moment he's going to drop down to P6. That would do crazy bits for the championship. Oh my days, I'm trying to keep up with what's going on. So at the moment... Oh no, too much maths. My brain hurts.
Don't stop trying to do the maths. Stop it. We don't do maths out here.
Apart from that one time you needed me to work out the gaps after a race, and I managed to do it without a calculator.
Well, yeah. How you managed to do that without a calculator is beyond me.
I've got a good head for maths when I can see all the numbers, but when I'm having to think of the numbers and think of the maths, it gets too much. Here we go.
Yeah,
Scruffy
that
going
makes
for a
sense.
move on Igor. Around the outside of turn 4.
Yeah, that's
a little bit of
done.
wheel bumping. Scruffy moves across, blocks him off. Oh, he's there. He's there. There's contact. There's contact. I think he was there.
Oh, he's ping pong.
Pockets! Pockets is P2!
Pockets is P2!
Yes!
Yes!
Come on, Pockets!
Oh.
Drive!
On
Drive the
MKL with a
wheels
5
off
second
of it.
penalty.
Go! Run away!
Oh,
Scruffy
is not a happy man right now.
Don't let him have it! Go! Run away! This is going to put Edge in first in the championship, by the way.
Oh, is it?
No, it's
Oh.
not. I lie. The maths is wrong. It's going to put him, I think, second, maybe. Sort of.
It's okay. It's okay. Well, Scruffy's down in P9 with
P2.
a 5 second penalty.
Go, Pockets!
Let's go. What a chaotic
Alfa Romeo
final few
glory.
laps. That was Ferrari glory as well. 3 and 4. From where Jacob was before that safety car, that was
and an
some of the most chaotic.
P5 again. What is going on?
I am
think
beyond
my brain
baffled.
is trying to malfunction.
Trying. I think our brains are malfunctioning. I don't know what I've just witnessed. So, who do we have for our top 3? We've got Edgin, Pockets, and Jacob. Right, let's pull them up into the cooldown room. Move to cooldown room.
I think it's about time that we changed Pocket's Discord.
Yes, absolutely. He is going to be changed. Puck. I have a better idea. Puck P2. Yeah, absolutely go to drive. I mean, I didn't get to see all of it, but from what you managed to tell me, go to drive.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to run you through the finishing order. So, P1 is Edgin, started first, dropped down the order, came back up, spun, came up again, and wins it overall. Edgin in the Alpine, coming home P1 with Pockets, let's go, in P2. The Ferrari boys, Jacob and Igor, as always, very close to each other, finishing 3rd and 4th. Some nice points haul for Ferrari there. An old enemy in the McLaren taking double his best points result so far to take his tally from 5 to 15. Striker Boy finishes 6th in the Mercedes, not a good day for the team from Brackley, with Alpha Tauri and MKL finishing in 7th after some final lap shenanigans. Door to Door in the Aston Martin comes home 8th, with Scruffy behind in 9th. Then we've got those who did not finish the race, Ray, Definitely, Ek and RD Gamer. So a very, very mixed bag, as we've seen today.
Oh, wow, that was an interesting race. Should we swap over to the driver interview slide and get our P3 driver in?
I would love to if I had a driver interview slide. So we're just going to do it.
You don't have it.
We're just going to do it on this screen.
We're just gonna wing it. Beautiful. I love it. Right, let's drag him up here. Jacob.
Oh, hello.
Welcome to the podium, my friend. It's been a while.
Yeah, it has.
It has. How are you feeling? That was a bit of chaos towards the end of that race.
Yeah, well, like, my race was kind of shit, like, honestly. all like came together on the last lap because some people don't know how to race. I don't really know what happened, but some people crashed and I got the podium.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it was absolutely. I mean, we had no idea what on earth was actually happening. I think our brains melted by the third lap after the safety car restart.
Yeah, I think I would have needed about 15 screens to be able to keep up with what was going on, and there was only 9 drivers on track. It was very, very chaotic coming towards the end.
Yeah, well, it's always fun when it's like a late safety car and everyone's on soft and like some people don't pit. That's like the most fun.
Yeah, it is. It is when you get the most chaos out of a race, really. Good points for Ferrari though. You know, P3 and P4 for you and Igor.
Takes them top of the table.
You know, that would leave you top of the table for the constructors at the moment.
I should say.
Yeah, pretty comfortable. Are you feeling confident going into the next race in Silverstone?
Yeah, I like that track. It's a good track.
Good.
And it's also nice to be like first in the constructors now because that's really just our goal.
Yeah, there's just get that constructors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
Yeah, man, sweet.
The consistency from the Ferrari drivers so far has been very, very impressive. I mean, there's been a lot of times where in qualifying you guys have only been separated by about 0.3 seconds, and you get to the end of the race and you're only separated on track by a second or less. And I think that consistency is definitely helping with this Constructors' Championship push. Would you say that's true, Jacob?
Yeah, definitely. Cause like we're not like the fastest. We don't have a win, but like we're consistently up there, both of us, and just scoring good points, and that's paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we look forward to seeing the boys in red next time out in Silverstone. We will see you then. I hope to see you back in the commentary box, especially after such a well-deserved points finish this weekend. So we will see you next week in Silverstone, hopefully.
Yep, thank you.
Right, let's get our POC P2 in here.
Hello.
Pocket!
Hello, Mr. P2.
Hello.
How are you feeling, mate? After
Surprised.
that chaotic surprised. Yeah, well,
He's only
yeah,
gone
we
and
are
bloody
also
done it.
pretty surprised. He's only got a P2. Mr. P4 finally with a P2 in Tier 1 as well.
Well, I tell you what,
How you feeling?
you've got to watch that VOD back. When I saw you go into P2, I think my mic probably cut out because I was shouting so loud.
Yeah, my ears they don't exist anymore. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, my heart was pounding for like last 4 laps or something when I was in the top 5 fight.
Imagine how we feel, mate, because we had to watch all 9 cars, and as Ollie just said in the interview with Jacob, that we we would have needed about 15 screens to cope with all 4 drivers.
Yeah, sorry to Jacob if I did anything wrong. I don't think so. In the last turns, I just wanted to finish and don't just spin out when I had 2 Ferraris on my ass.
I think you were okay. I would need to watch it back, but I think it was all good on that end. He didn't mention anything. But yeah, Alpha Glory.
Yeah, it's a shame that RD didn't finish because he had great pace as well. He was in front of me for the time that he was in the race, so shame for him. But the last laps, I mean, wow. I don't know what to say. P2, woo.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a back marker on the podium. Sorry.
A massive congratulations from us here. It was a crazy race to watch. Unfortunate, as you said, Fradi Gamer. We didn't quite see what happened there, but I'm assuming from where I saw his dot on the map that he spun to the inside of turn 3. So I'm assuming there was possibly some contact involved there for him to spin into the inside, but I'm sure it will be revealed in the steward's room over the next couple of days. But a massive congratulations, Pockets. Are you looking forward to Silverstone next weekend? You're going to be back here in Tier 1 reserving again?
I hope so. I don't know if I'm looking forward to it. But if you have no expectations, you can do only good. So yeah.
That's a great mindset to have.
Yeah, absolutely. Phenomenal mindset as always, Pockets. But yeah, we massive congratulations from us in the comms box. Are you feeling confident for Silverstone?
As I said, don't.
Hey, there's a difference between feeling confident and
Okay, if you want
having
it,
expectations.
I don't.
No, fantastic. Okie doke. That's not what we wanted to hear, but crack on anyway. All right. Well, let's get Edging in here, and then we can close the stream down and crack on with any stewarding to do.
Bye, YouTube.
Fun. Cheers.
Twitch, but sure.
Yeah, that's fine. Edging,
Yes. Hello.
how are you feeling, my friend?
I'm still on the come down of the adrenaline, you know.
Yeah, that was a bit of an insane. I mean, I only came in at like lap 20, and my brain is
Man,
melted from the chaos I just witnessed.
I got hit in the back, turn 1, and I had a rear wing damage the whole race.
Turn 1, lap 1.
Yeah, turn 1 lap. Sorry, turn 3 lap 1. And I had rear wing damage the whole race, and my acceleration point would change compared to what I did in the practice, so it just took a while to get used to every single corner again, and then I just nailed it down because the safety
to be
cars.
fair, you looked like when I'd come in, you looked like you had some insane pace towards the end of that race.
Edgin, we're impressed.
I mean, you pulled a gap of. Yeah, you don't have to tell us you had a broken wing. But yeah,
That was with damage.
Now the big question after we've got Austria out of the way, that's done and dusted. You will be, I believe, if Ollie's maths is correct, you will be P2 in the championship now, heading into Silverstone. I know you like Silverstone. How confident are you feeling?
Honestly, it's again a matter of my practice. If it goes well, everything that I knew about this game from beforehand is changed since the patch, and I mean, here I ran a setup with higher front wing. Before I hated setups with higher front wings. It felt weird. I couldn't get anything in terms of speed on the track, and then suddenly I'm actually, pulling away. So it's just a matter of how the practice goes, really. For Silverstone, I think it's fine though. I don't have any killer curbs like I have in Imola or Imola, however you would call it. I'm still on the.
We don't talk about Imola, man. We don't talk about it.
But yeah, I think
on.
it'll be fine. I think it'll be good. Well, I'm terrified for Canada. That's one track I hate. But we'll see.
All right, we'll have a chat about Canada, and I'll teach you the ways. You know I love that track. I'll guide you.
Hate it so much.
You won't hate it by the time I'm done with you. You're all right. But yeah, congrats on the win today. You've needed it. Big comeback.
Yeah.
Good points.
It can never be P1, P2 for me and Scrappy.
Well, yeah, no, Scrappy back in P9. Tough luck for him, but it's you had the pace. I think even without that safety car, I do think you probably would have caught, and you definitely would have caught him. Whether you'd have passed him is a whole different thing, but you had the pace to at least catch him in those last laps, regardless of the safety car. I think, but yeah. Anything to add from yourself?
Nothing else from me, man. That's
fantastic.
It. I felt that was a good race.
Yeah, cool. Right, well, I think we can go ahead and say goodbye to the stream now. Yeah.
Let me just do my.
Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, that is everything here with us tonight in DRC. We are going to be back same time, same place next weekend for the British Grand Prix in what, let's face it, will probably be a rainy and damp Silverstone. Make sure you are back here on this very same Twitch channel to watch what is the closest championship battle across both the drivers and constructors that DRC has ever seen here in Tier 1. Make sure to be here. I know that I will. We will see you all next week. It is a goodbye for now from me and Scrub in the comms box. we will see you next week.